What's up, everybody? It's Marco here, and welcome to a car video. Now, we haven't done a car video in quite some time. The car that I'm actually in right now is a Mitsubishi Outlander Sport GT with a 2.4 liter four-cylinder engine. So I'm going to try doing things a little differently from previous videos. Instead of doing a tech-focused video, I am going to be focusing on driving impressions and really real-time driving impressions while I'm driving the car. So again, this is the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport GT with the 2.4 liter engine. Now, this is essentially a small crossover SUV type thing. It's going to be a less expensive option in the market compared to its competitors like the Nissan Rogue or the Toyota RAV4. And inside, so far on the first impressions, or really a couple days first impressions, it drives like an SUV. It's not really sporty. It's definitely not very fast. But it is pretty comfortable. The seats are nice. You have a very huge panoramic sunroof over here that opens up, and it almost feels like a Tesla Model X in terms of the panoramic sunroof. The materials across the car, well, let's see. Hard plastics, yes. Doesn't feel too cheap. There are a couple of rattles here and there, but again, this car really MSRP is for about $20,000. And it's really going to be a very affordable entry-level car for this type of category. Now, the space in here is pretty good. The legroom in the back isn't fantastic, but again, this is a smaller crossover SUV type of vehicle. And overall, it's really not that bad. You have automatic climate control, you have an automatic transmission, you have paddle shifters, though they're plastic, on the steering wheel. There really isn't anything that I can nitpick too much. One really interesting thing is the trip computer. Unlike some cars where it's just a continuous rolling average, the trip computer actually resets every time you turn on and off the car, which I think is actually a pretty good idea because, like, for example, you could go on a long road trip and average, say, 25 miles to the gallon, and then you're in town and you're just flooring it, you're doing terrible gas mileage, but because you have so many more miles driven on the highway, you don't really see that until long after. This thing resets after every single cycle of the engine, which means you're basically getting real-time MPG numbers for that trip. So you will know if you're driving economically or you're not. Now, I do have to mention the technology inside the car. It's not fantastic. There is no navigation. The screen's really small. It's pretty dim, though I can see it with polarized sunglasses, so that is a plus. There's really not too much you can really do here. It's just a simple interface. You have Bluetooth audio streaming, which is a great plus. You have XM radio, satellite radio. That's a great plus. And that's about it. Now, over the past few days of driving this car, I haven't really found anything that annoyed me a lot. I mean, everything really works as it was advertised. Obviously, it's a brand new car, so there really hasn't been any time for things to go wrong. But that's about it, guys. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander GT, still south of $30,000 by a big margin. So if you're looking for a relatively smaller sized SUV for under $30,000, and I'm talking about well under $30,000, then I think this is definitely worth a look because there's quite a lot of space in here. You can kick back those back seats, have a large trunk area where you can put a lot of things in here. And overall, it's been a really great car. So thanks for watching. I know this has been a very weird take on a car video. I'm trying it out, trying to get a real impressions video of driving these cars. And I want you guys to let me know what you think about this type of video. If you want me to do something different, leave a comment below. And as always, my name is Marco Hanna, and I'll catch you in my next video.